The idea here of this session now is to say, in terms of your small group, perhaps it's a small group that hasn't yet journeyed with Missing Jesus. What is available to you? How can you integrate it into your small group? Perhaps you have already made a start and this will help you. Perhaps you've done the journey and you're wanting to know how to pass it on to others. Perhaps you've done the journey and you realized you missed out on some of the resources available to you. Perhaps you're a minister, or a priest, or a pastor, or a church leader who would like to pass this on to his or her congregation, and you want to know what is available to you. So this talk is going to help you with that. I'm going to go quite quickly because you've got the notes there, and in many ways it's self-explanatory. But the book is obviously the big resource. We do have a book table. If you don't yet have a book, please do. And also, if you'd like to buy stock for your small group, for your church, please do get that. The book is sold at 200 Rand. If you look at the book, you will see that is a cost price. And this doesn't form an income stream for me. I don't get any money from the book sales. The book sales just enable a bit of the ministry to happen, and then when we need to do a print run, we don't have to loan money to be able to do that. Remember, the book is a comprehensive resource. So the book is meant, and this is partly why the book is quite expensively bound, and the quality of the product is good, is because it's meant to actually be a book that lasts a lifetime. It's meant to be something that you're going back to over the decades ahead. It's not just a book to do a course and then shelve. It really is very comprehensive, and reading through it all in one go isn't going to make everything sink in. You need to go through again and again. So that's part of the reasoning there. Remember, there's Bible study material at the end of each chapter, so a guide to how to do a Bible study and what specific Bible study to do. There are also discussion questions for reflection and application and revision. For those who want an ebook, the last time I looked, for example, we loaded it onto the Smashwords platform. It is available on the other platforms, but they're getting it from Smashwords, and so that's at $4.99. So that makes it, I think, about just 100 and something Rand on the ebook. And then please remember the videos. Sorry, I should have gone to the next slide. Please remember the videos, which are available on our YouTube channel, and you have the link there below, or the reference to the YouTube channel below. If your small group will have data connectivity issues, and if you've struggled to download from YouTube the videos, you can contact us and we can transfer, because the file will transfer the videos to you. So you don't have to have data at the venue where you're going to play the video. You can get our help in that. Sometimes, in some contexts you don't have data, but sometimes somebody who's in the group works where there is a Wi-Fi link. They can then download it and then save it onto their laptop and play it in the evening. But whatever way we can help with that, please do reach out to us. Remember, there is a website, the Missing Jesus website, and that's the home page, and various resources available there, and I'll touch on some of those resources. We're on Instagram and on Facebook as well, and there are all the links for you. If I can just touch now on options when you're using the book. There are different ways in which people have journeyed as a small group with the book. Some people read the book in the small group. So they read a number of pages and then pause for discussion, and they can either discuss as it's been stimulated by what they read, or they use the questions, the suggested questions at the end of each chapter. So I've known groups who've done it that way. You're not able to read a whole chapter in one small group gathering then, so the journey takes longer that way, but very thorough. I know one small group that journeyed with the book a whole year. They took a whole year, and they did about half a chapter a week, and they actually read it. They're all young adults with young professional, upwardly mobile careers. So they knew people wouldn't be able to do homework in between. They weren't going to be able to read it in between. So they actually read, and that really worked well for them. Another way to do it is you get people to read the chapter the week beforehand, and then when you sit down to do your discussion, you do the Bible study that's suggested at the end of that chapter. You do a Bible study discussion, and then also use the other questions. And that is a good way to journey. Remember that there are training videos available on the website for that. So those are 4 training videos for small groups using the resource. Those are also training videos that are valuable for you if a teacher. I'm not sure, Derek, if you've looked at those yet, but they're there on the website also. These were videos that I made when I published the book, so they the video course, but they really are helpful in terms of guiding you. And you get to them, if you go to the website, you'll see there's resources. You click on the resources tab, and then it doesn't help me to point because it won't see it on the screen. And then you'll see there's training videos tab on the resources tab. So please don't forget that. And then using the videos, the way in which a group can use the videos is to sit and you watch a video and then break and then discuss. I was with a small group that's using the videos recently, and what they do is they actually do their tea beforehand, and then they watch the video and flow easily into the discussion. But you can work your recipe out that way. Please note that there are 2 in that video pack at the YouTube channel, where there's a collection, a playlist of all the videos. There's about 25 videos that make up the video course. There are 2 introduction videos. If you're going to run it as a small group, you as a small group leader, please watch the longer introduction video, which will take you through all the detail you need of how to run it using the videos. And then if you're in a church setting, so for example, you'd like to gather people like this on a Wednesday evening or a Saturday morning or something like that, to go through the Missing Jesus material. They'll sit at different tables. Then you as a teacher, if you want to teach the chapter yourself, you teach it yourself. That actually is the best way. That's actually was my original vision in putting the book together, was that a minister, pastor, priest, lay teacher, lay preacher could read the chapter, teach it him or herself. And then with small group facilitators, after you've spoken, you then have a bit of tea, and then in the tables people discuss, because that's a very important way to connect. So that's the best. But if you don't have the resources for somebody to teach it themselves or whatever, then you can, as a big plenary group, watch the video, then have your tea, and then discuss at the small groups. Similarly to the way Alpha is done, those who know the Alpha journey. So in all of this, there are guidelines in the book. And then how long do you need for a gathering? 1.5 to 2 hours is good per week. And then the journey can take you anything. If you're only doing a part of the book, there are suggestions that I have. If you only want to do a part, say you only got 6 weeks, then I have suggestions on how to do it in 6 weeks, otherwise 9 weeks. Otherwise, if you're journeying through the whole book, the minimum would be 17 weeks. There's 21 chapters. So you would be doing some of those chapters all on one day on the Holy Spirit Day or Holy Spirit weekend. That would make it 17. And it's really ideal to do the Holy Spirit as an experiential day or an experiential weekend. Otherwise, if you're doing one a week, it would be at least 21 weeks.